Hey everybody, it is time for Cabin Fever Cookin. Today, we are actually gonna make some applewood bacon pork loins and mashed potatoes, throw a little frizzles onions on there, and we're actually gonna make some corn. I mean, what are these? It's not corn, this is carrots. What am I talking about? So that's on the menu today. Let's get cooking. So, if you're joining us for the very first time, welcome to Cabin Fever Cookin. What we do here is we like to make some everyday meals that you can buy stuff at the market for a budgeted price. So this meal, if you're doing it for a family of 4, is only going to cost you about 15 bucks. If it's just you and a few others, one of these should suffice. This is about 1.5 pounds. So, all right, so we slice that open. We're just going to drain out the juices out of there if there's any excess juices. Be careful if you're buying this kind because it actually has bacon inside, so you don't want that to fall out. You want to put that and make sure we're putting that in the oven when we cook it. All right, so now that we've got our pork loins out of the package, if you want to come a little closer, you can actually see that there is actual bacon in this. This is applewood bacon. It's got that marinade on it already, which looks really good. We've got our oven preset at 375. All right, let's throw those in the oven. And then that's gonna go for about 30-35 minutes. Your internal temperature, if you have a thermometer, you want it to be about 150 to 160. Medium's always pretty good to go when it comes to pork. So we need to peel these carrots into the sink, and then we'll get those going, and then we'll cut them up. You can take them in half and then cut them this way, and it looks like there's a little bit more on your plate. If your plate looks full, you're probably gonna be full, even though it's the same amount. Let's take these. I already have some water boiling. And if you're coming or watching from Canada, hello from Canada. We got a pretty nice following from Canada. Those right in there. So we filled it up with water. It's got that steaming. We're gonna let that go for about 10 minutes. And let it go. We're not going to let it fully cook right away. But alternative, if you don't have one of those, all you have is a microwave. We can't get one of those. Throw it in one of these. Pop that in there, about a ½ inch of water, and you can cover it with some saran wrap. Poke a couple holes in there, and then put it in the microwave for 5 minutes. Mix those around, and it's still going to work the same. So do with what you got. All right, so now we're gonna do our mashed potatoes. Again, this is quick. You got kids running around everywhere, you don't have time to make homemade mashed potatoes, that's where these come in. I'm here, I'm with you, I feel your pain. So we're gonna take this, it's 2 cups of water per bag. So we're gonna take 2 cups, throw it in there, give it to a boil, and then when it's ready to go, we'll turn that off, and then we'll finish the rest. Okay, we've got the water boiling, and then that's good here, so I'm gonna turn that off. And then right now I'm just gonna add a couple of scoops of butter, and then we're gonna put in our mashed potatoes. If you are struggling on time, you're a working parent, hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta get home and make dinner real quick. You know, this is one of those things that you can do really fast and just give it a little stir, and then you pretty much have instant mashed potatoes. All right, and just like that, those are done. Check those. Yep, those are awesome. We're gonna take these out of the oven and we're gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes minimum. Look at that. Holy moly. Oh, you can, again, I'm a big fan of smell-o-vision whenever that may be in the future, but this smells so good. All right, so now we've got a hot pan going on with some oil, actually extra virgin olive oil. I took my carrots out because they were done. So I'm gonna put these in there. All the water's drained out because you don't want to mix that with the oil. And we're just gonna give this a little toss to get these going. We're gonna add a little bit of the Italian seasoning. Then we're gonna add a little kosher salt. I'd say about maybe a tablespoon. Add a little bit of this garlic. This is California garlic. It's a little more flavor, more of a roasted flavor to it. And then we're gonna add a little bit of fresh cracked pepper, black pepper. I'm gonna take a little bit of this sugar, I'm gonna put it right over there. Take a couple of tablespoons like that. Smell on this is so good. Oh, that is delicious. All right, so we're gonna let that go. I'm gonna lower the flame a little bit. Good. We've got our mashed potatoes. We got our carrots right here. We've got our pork loins. We're gonna slice those up real quick. And I have a serrated knife. It's gonna help a little bit easier for cutting. Nice and juicy and tender, if you can see that. Oh yeah, that's so good. All right, so we're just gonna go into some chunkier pieces. All right, so we've got our gravy in the microwave, and that's just beef gravy that we got from the market, $2, just a regular store brand, nothing fancy. It's so juicy. I checked the internal temperature on this one, went out to 160, so this is good, and it's really, really nice and tender on the inside, like I said. Still juicy. Pork's a little tough sometimes to cook because if you overcook it, it's gonna be really, really dry, so I'm sure you've all had some dry pork chops. All right, so that's good. Let's plate up. Let's get this going. We're gonna take a little bit of these mashed potatoes. I got some hungry people right now. All right. A little bit on there like that. A little bit of carrots right on there, like so. Take a little bit of these pieces. Put those right on there. A little bit of bacon bits right on top. A little bit of cheese. Got my beef gravy. Throw that right on top there, a little drizzle. Oh yeah, look at that. How about some on here too? Why not? The smell on that is so delicious. These are some crispy onions. Right on there, some garlic pepper crispy onions. And there you have it. Check it out, everybody. Pork loin dinner, mashed potatoes, and carrots on a budget under 15 bucks. Hey, if you like what you see, click the next video, watch our show. Make sure you click subscribe so you can see when we have new ones. Don't forget to hit that notification bell too. So thanks for watching again. I'll talk to you soon. And don't forget, you gotta burn something to learn something. Take care. Hey everybody, thanks for subscribing. Oh, you haven't subscribed yet? Hey, don't forget, click subscribe. We appreciate every subscriber out there. Thanks for growing our channel. We really appreciate it. So click on that next video, click on that next playlist, and then check us out. And don't forget to subscribe. Take care everybody, thanks.